studies that debunks that myth.
Yeah.
So many studies that I can show you. This is science. You can always pick a scientist and his research to back your theory up. I can bring other scientists with other research that will debunk that. The point being is this: you're using science to make moral claims, which is very bad.
No, we're not using science
to
make moral
It's a very
claims.
flawed methodology. And even he doesn't produce evidence from science to make moral claims.
Okay, so sorry.
It's a contradiction. It's a fallacy. You can't use science.
Where's the flaw?
Okay, I tell you this. Where do you derive your morals from?
Where do I get my morals from? I believe. I personally believe.
Excuse me. When you just said that I believe, you debunked yourself right there and then.
How?
Because
You just
you're
asked.
saying I believe. You're saying that this is my subjective opinion.
Yeah, of course.
So you could be wrong.
Yeah, obviously.
So you should have made that claim in the first place.
No, I'm not.
That's fine.
But, I don't think that's.
Yeah, you believe. Carry on.
Personally, where do I get my morals from? I believe that we have an innate moral code as humans, and I think it's very, very core to our fundamentals. No, because you have a standard, a very basic standard. People interpret it in different ways. I do believe in evolution. Yes, of course I do.
Sorry, you
No, I
said
think it's baffling that people don't actually.
You said it's innate. The moral
And it never
code.
changes.
Is that subjective?
Yeah, of course it is.
Okay, so basically,
morality evolves
does it change? Does it change with the society and the times?
Morality evolves. Like, say, biblical times, it was okay for slavery. Now, morally, it's reprehensible. So,
Now it's confined to the prison.
Say, for example, killing an innocent child. Not a child who is very innocent child. Killing an innocent child his age. Could that ever be morally justified?
I can't see it ever being more.
Ever.
Time to finish.
For all time.
No, I mean, if the child is trying to kill somebody else, then it's effectively. But I can't see this unless you're talking very
So
specifically.
you and I agree that it will never be morally justified to kill innocent children.
I can't see it being that way.
For me, it's not. It's like, no, I don't know why you kind of start like thinking it's the Dawah. Like,
No, I mean, if we go back to your original question in relation to different cultures having different morals, there's large schools of thought to say that moral utilitarian. Basically, there's cultures in the Amazonian that when they're posed the same questions, the moral questions that we understand, they have exactly the same response. And they have moral questions about what you would do to protect something. And regardless of culture, regardless of religion, the morals that we see are still fundamental. And to me, that's
But you know, it does, like you said, and you agree that it's subjective. So depending on where you live, which century you live,
But you say it's subjective, but then we just had an agreement that harming children is morally wrong. So there's at least some standpoint between us, although we're completely different.
You see, we can say as believers that we believe that all morality is objective for all times. So that means killing an innocent child.
I'm sorry, that's
Is that wrong?
Murdering a 6-year-old?
Yeah, okay. Even
killing infants in the Bible.
Even killing infants in the Bible. Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah. The point is this: is that we don't believe in social consensus, which is what we more or less follow in today's day and age. Or I believe you do.
Sorry,
That
you
believe.
just quoted killing children in the Bible, but this is.
He's not a Christian. I'm assuming.
No, I'm not. No. But my question is about Adam and Thamud, then the two places. Adam and Thamud, where the sisters they're destroyed.
Yeah.
So to my question, you referred to specifically Christians killing children, but surely there was children in Adam and Thamud that were destroyed. And that's my issue in Ad and Thamud.
Yeah. Okay. But the point being here is this: is that if we believe there's a creator, we believe there's a God. And if you accept that fact, then you would have to accept that God is the only one who is transcendent, objective.
So God is allowed to do this.
The difference between the Quran.
So God.
The difference between.
Say God can call a child home. Jesus is our example. Jesus' life on earth is the example of the Christian. Muhammad's
We're
life
trying to have a
on
rational
earth
discussion.
is the example.
Madam,
a Muslim. So the example of Muhammad on earth is what a Muslim would consider good.
But our standpoint would be that you're talking these
the
strange, ridiculous
example
ideas.
of Jesus on earth
The difference between the Quran
is
and the Bible is that in the Bible, God tells the human beings to go and massacre the children.
So
When God does it, for example, a natural calamity, we believe everything happens by God's permission. So an earthquake, a flood, a tsunami, or whatever. This is God doing it directly. He does not tell you, a human being, to
So what
intervene.
evidence do you have of God anyway?
we don't
What
have
evidence of God?
Yeah.
Well, I think that the fact that we exist.
Nah, we're on a little planet in the middle of a gigantic universe.
You want to
Why
take
the
a cue
hell
next-
did you just put us in one
You
little
want to take a
speck
number
of dirt?
stand in the queue?
I'm
Because
just saying.
these
I'm
guys
just
were here
saying.
before you. One atheist at a time.
Please. This is the whole point.
Okay.
It's free.
Why?
speech.
If you believe that we all came out of nowhere.
Big Bang. It's called a Big Bang.
And where did the Big Bang come from?
It came from a little speck of.
And where did the little speck
How
come
do you
from?
know that?
Okay,
Wait, let's see how far it goes.
Science.
Let's see how far it goes.
Science.
Where did the speck
I'm
come
going to
from?
answer that.
Science.
What? Little speck came
No,
from science?
listen. Okay, they discovered the Higgs boson, right? Give it
Yeah,
another few years, and they will.
Oh, give it a few years. Okay.
because
You know how many years they've been saying that?
Listen, at the end of the day,
heard
200
it
years
all,
ago,
brilliant.
they couldn't.
At the end of the day,
Well,
if you
that's
go
called
by scientific
the science of the
method,
gap argument.
something cannot
The
be
science.
can't explain
We don't know the science.
Well, but the
Do you
whole,
agree or disagree?
no, the whole thing is,
I agree.
there was
But
never
the fact
nothing.
that
There was always something there.
Where's the evidence for that?
That's bullshit.
Infinite regression is
I have no
unscientific.
problem.
At the end of the day, what makes me laugh is you coming with this X amount of evidence. You don't have any evidence, but yet you're
No,
not.
wait. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence for the first speck in the Big Bang? Where's the evidence?
Between
Okay,
matter
because-
and antimatter.
yeah.
Well, one second. Where did it come
They've
from?
gone back with the what do you call it? The background micro radiation.
Where did that come from?
You look it up.
No. You keep saying you look it up. Every time I ask you for evidence, you look it up. You know, wait.
I'm telling you,
The
if you
owners,
don't know,
my friend.
I'm not gonna
No.
defend
The
you.
owners.
I'm
The
not gonna
owners.
defend you.
I'm telling you, with all due respect, the onus is on the one who makes the claim. You're the one making the claim.
No, I completely agree with
Yeah.
So you're the one making the
Okay.
claim. So where's the evidence?
Okay, first of all, if I say evolution, and look,
Don't go to evolution.
No,
Let's
I'm
start with
just
the
giving you an
universe first.
example, okay?
Evolution
If he
comes
doesn't know
later.
the concept of evolution, you can't blame me, okay?
Are you saying I don't understand the concept of the
No, I'm
universe
just giving you an
existing?
example.
Don't try to belittle me. I'm asking you, where's the evidence that the universe came from?
I told you about the
It's a really good point, which I agree with, is that if you're making a claim, then you need to be able to get the power, the duty. So, in relation to it,
No, before you ask me about Islam,
sorry.
with all due respect, before you ask me about Islam, I asked you guys a question. Where is the evidence of the Big Bang Theory coming into existence from nothing? If you don't know, say don't know.
Whereas you believe it's written down.
You see, every
I'm just saying.
time I ask you guys a question, you throw it back at me, which only proves one thing that you don't know.
I told you about the
Where did
background.
matter and antimatter come from?
I'll tell you what.
If you don't know, say it.
No, I don't know.
That's it. Do you know where it came from?
No, I'll tell you what.
Matter and antimatter.
Science is still figuring it out. So,
Also, you don't know either.
no, I mean,
Well,
look,
that's pretty fresh from two guys telling me where my God came from when you don't know where yours came from.
I haven't. Sorry.
I'm sorry,
That was jumping.
Because at the end of the day, that is your faith. Without you knowing,
it's
you
not
already
faith.
believed in the. You already believed that the Big Bang theory. The Big Bang happened and it came into existence without you knowing how.
no, they actually.
So what is the difference between you guys and the theists like us who believe in God? You have faith in the Big Bang,
it's not
alright,
faith.
which came from nothing, and we believe in God, for which I can't show you
Science is there.
empirical evidence.
Yeah, the science is there.
Look, science is there, but it hasn't shown you yet, has it?
Okay,
Where it
no,
came
so-
from.
so
You're saying one day they will find out, and you know how many years I've been hearing that?
No, I'm talking about prior to
A lot
the
of
Big
years.
Bang.
But we
Prior to
can
the Big
all
Bang.
stand here and we could tell you anything, and you could just come back to us and say, "Well, give me evidence." Then keep giving me evidence,
Yeah, we could-
which we're
well,
giving, which we've stood
what
there
we
and
need
said,
evidence.
"Burger
So what we
shale."
need to do
We've
is,
stood there
we need to
and-
use
and
the
you
same
can't just-
standard, the same standard that you use for evidence. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm using the same evidence. So let's use cause and effect. 1 second, bro. Let's use cause and effect.
Yeah.
Everything that you see around has a cause.
Yeah, but now you're going to
No,
go
wait.
into the realms of metaphysics rather than anything
No, it's not
else.
metaphysics. Cause and effect is very much what is a scientific methodology
Right.
in order to ascertain how things come into existence.
Right.
And basically to introduce many other things in
Yeah.
science. All right. So cause and effect is pretty much well established. Now you tell me what caused. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. What is the cause of this universe that came into existence? Because you see, you will go on to the Big Bang, the singularity, and so on.
Yeah.
And my question would be, or even to just energy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
My question would be, where did that come from? and you will say, I don't know. The scientists are still figuring it out. So what is the difference between that, which you said I don't know, to me telling you I cannot show you God
Because
here?
it has gone a lot further than what you are prepared to go or can go.
Have you looked into the Quran?
Yes, I have.
I'm asking him. Have you?
Roughly, go on.
Okay, so basically no.
Yeah, go on.
Yes.
Okay, carry on.
Now you're saying
Yeah.
science has come basically. I don't know. It's basically made a lot of progress. X, Y, and Z. You obviously looked into science to some degree.
Okay.
But you have looked basically nothing from the Quran. And wait a minute.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
I'll answer that. Go
Yes.
on.
You've not looked at nothing basically from the Quran. You already made up your mind that it's nothing to do with God.
Okay, answer me this
No, I
question.
haven't.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
That's fine. Yeah, you're
Okay.
being sincere.
Is Adam the first of creation?
Adam is
Of man?
from my faith,
Human?
yes.
Yeah. Now, first of all, okay, we know there are about 20 types of different humanoids, so that cannot be true.
Wait, 20 different types of?
Humanoids.
Yes.
Yeah.
And wait, are they humans?
Form of humans, yeah.
Are they humans?
Form of humans,
Are they
yeah.
humans?
Yeah, form of humans.
Are they humans?
Okay, then we
Just say no, man. It's not humans. Come on.
it's
The
a
reason they're called
it's a
humanoids,
circular.
my friend. The reason they're called humans.
If you believe in evolution,
No.
then you
The
see
reason
there's
you know why you have
something
jumped to evolution?
Why?
Because you couldn't figure out about the beginning of the universe.
Okay, so
And that is always the case. Whenever you discuss with the atheists
no.
about the beginning of the universe, they jump to evolution. Where is the missing link for the evolution?
what missing link?
The missing link, yes. Where are
What
they?
missing link?
You think that's funny? Where are they?
What missing link?
The missing link is basically to make a link between the humanoids you talk about and the humans today.
There are
There are thousands of them.
Give me one.
literally, but you
Give me one. Give me one.
Homo
missing link.
erectus,
Yeah,
Wait. Homo erectus is basically what? A group of
It's like
it's a category.
as they've evolved.
It's a
Yeah,
I want
as
to know
they've
the
evolved.
name of the missing link between that. Anyone?
There's about 20. Look,
Give me one of those 20. Go on.
It's a nonsensical argument to go through and say, okay, you've come up with these 10,000 examples, which can be found if you read *Origin of the Species* by Charles Darwin. He will. It's interesting, but he does go on and on. But you can see.
Has he written about the missing links?
What he's written about is things like rock
Observation.
images.
But now
Observations
science
where
has
you
come
can see.
across.
You see,
the
again,
tiny
you're not
va-
answering the question I'm
sorry,
asking.
Okay.
no, but I will, because it's about the tiny variance in species. So it is the tiny things that change, adapt, and change that make them more suitable for certain conditions than others. Now, that is, if you then look, he does talk about the change in monkeys, and that there are basically we share genetics with different monkeys.
We share genetics with worms.
Yeah,
Yes,
but we're
the
our
missing-
That doesn't mean we evolved from that, do we?
closest
but
link.
it does because in relation to monkeys, because there is the variance there to change, which shows that we are all completely different. We've all got different
You made
things there.
a leap of a leap of faith there. Because what you have done is, instead of telling me, for example, if you had humanoids and then you had humans,
Yeah.
okay, we would find several thousand remains to connect these two. So far we haven't found any.
Okay, so
They
Burger
found-
Shale then is the perfect example. Is limestone that they found in the Rockies,
I don't care
right?
about humans.
But
I don't care about non-humans. And in fact, there are
Okay.
many Islamic
So wait, but-
scholars. Wait a minute.
no, but when-
there are many
when I
Islamic
posed-
scholars
Yeah.
who will agree with evolution amongst non-humans. What happened? Because you brought up the question about
Yeah,
Adam.
right,
Okay, and that's the reason I'll focus on the missing links in the humans.
Yeah.
If you have them, please produce them.
Okay,
If you don't,
go to-
say I
go
don't
to
know.
the Natural History
Don't tell me to
Museum.
go.
No,
You bring
go-
the evidence for them. Because like I
What,
said,
what, you want me to pick up all
the
these,
owners,
skeletons and bring them
No,
to
no,
you?
no. You give me the name of the skeletons or the name of this.
Okay, there's Homo
particular-
erectus,
Homo erectus is a group. It's nothing to do with the missing link.
You want a name, so
Name,
Steve
because,
Name of
Jobs.
what?
like for
Yeah.
example, like for example, Lucy was a name.
Yeah.
And we know who Lucy was.
Lucy was again a
Yeah.
type of humanoid because
Exactly.
they just gave
yes.
that the name
And that's what
Lucy,
I'm
like
telling
Homo
you.
erectus.
So
I mean, it's not
find me,
like
find me the names of the fossils that the scientists have discovered that we can actually go and analyze. Because I'm not going to just reject it. I'm going to look at the evidence that you produce. Okay. But for you to go, tell me to go and look in the museum and
Yeah.
find it, because that is basically kind of being quite disingenuous. Because
No, okay,
you make the claim,
Yeah.
and you want me to do your
so.
homework. Seriously.
You want me to remember all 20 names now? Do you?
If you don't know, say I don't know.
I
Bring it
can't
next
remember all
time.
the names.
That's fine.
Yeah, but
I'm not
just because I
putting
can't
you on the
remember,
spot.
Just because I can't
My
remember,
friend,
it doesn't mean it's not
I'm
true.
not telling you to bring it now, did I? I said bring it to me if you have it.
This is-
If you
I think
don't,
this is
then that's
really-
fine.
I think this is really baffling. is it seems that
Denial.
any evidence that we come up with, be it any point of evidence.
I haven't seen any, bro.
Well, no,
I haven't seen any.
This is what you're saying. You come back to this and you say, well, show me that exact one. And to the point where you're saying we might as well bring skeletons here for you to analyse yourself.
You haven't shown
No,
it. This is
we've given
emotional
you
argument.
perfect examples. No,
Yes,
we've given
it
you
is.
perfect examples of this.
You haven't given me a single example of a missing link. I'm sorry to say that. You haven't.
But we don't agree with this missing link.
You don't.
No.
So you think the humanoid went directly from a humanoid overnight into a human being?
No, obviously not overnight.
So if it didn't happen overnight, you should have fossils in between, right?
They have fossils.
What is so
but they change.
difficult to understand
They
about
change so small.
Should we able to see these changes
You
in
do
the
see-
evidence
you
of
do
the
see it,
fossils?
yeah.
Do we see this? Okay, so show me that evidence of these changes from a humanoid to a human being, a modern human being. Of
So
these
Homo
changes.
sapien, you mean?
Yes.
Because we're just.
Have you got any of those
Well,
fossils?
exactly what they're saying, which is a Homo erectus,
Yeah.
there's Neanderthal.
My friend,
prior to that.
Homo erectus is basically a whole group.
Yeah,
Okay?
just like
It's not-
Homo sapien is. This is
No,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
It's not.
like-
It's
But
not.
the group-
It's not.
the
A,
group
it's not
is
a fossil.
defined.
It's not a name of a fossil.
But that's like
No,
saying
Homo sapien
that's like
is a type
saying,
of, like-
name me a human, right? And say you're just all you're doing is naming the group. The group Homo sapien aren't all exactly the same.
I didn't say they were.
That
The
was-
characteristics are the
That's
same.
similar to a point that we define them as that.
The reason
but
they're called Homo
they all
sapiens is
have
because they share certain characteristics.
exactly they share
Yes.
certain characteristics,
Yes, I
but
didn't say
others they change, which is exactly what we see in humans as well.
You know,
The
we should be
adaptive
able
ones.
to have thousands of these changes in between. Where are they?
Okay, first of all, what you've got to do is look at.
Oh, don't tell me to look again.
No,
You
no,
go
no.
and find it and bring it back.
The timescale we're thinking of, humans didn't go around burying them. They just left their dead and the animals would eat them. So there will be a
still find
scarcity.
remains.
No, there will be a
You would find
scarcity.
remains in ice, you would find remains in
Not
several
in ice,
places.
there's no ice
You're
age at
saying
that
that
time.
it
No.
is your misfortune that none of them
No,
remained.
but
Come on.
look,
As a cop-out.
they have found enough
That's a
evidence.
cop-out.
What do you think
My
it is?
response is this: if you are going to consistently say that humans evolved from a monkey or whatever it is, yes, from an ape or whatever it is,
Okay.
you need to see a
So,
What do
certain.
you pose,
You need to
what do
see.
you pose instead then?
No, I'm saying you need to see certain
Okay,
evidence
fine.
that this is how the
So what do
changes
you
happen
pose
gradually
instead?
over the year.
What
What
do
have
you
you guys
pose-
got? Nothing.
So what do you
Nothing.
pose instead? One day, humans came then. Is it? I mean, what's the logic then? I don't
What
understand.
logic is? Look, there's a difference between first, before you actually go there, you need to believe in God. Okay? So
Okay,
you
so
don't.
you just
You're not
left
going to
them out.
believe that Adam was just created one day and then put on the earth. Obviously, you're not going to believe that. So in order to do that, you have to first. That's the reason I was discussing the origin of the universe, because in discussing that, you will understand that something cannot come from nothing, even scientifically speaking.
But it can. When you look
Where's
at
the evidence for that?
when you look at antimatter and matter,
Yeah.
something can.
Where's
come.
the evidence that it came from nothing?
The
Are you
Big
saying,
Bang
are you
is
saying the
the
Big Bang?
evidence.
Even the scientists don't say the Big
They
Bang
do.
just happened out of
They,
nothing.
they
No,
do.
they don't.
They say it's matter
Trust
and
me, they don't.
antimatter clash.
There's not a
This
single
is what they're
scientist who will
saying.
agree
They
with that
do.
statement of yours.
There is.
Give me one scientist who agrees. Go on. I'll
Do you
just
know what?
Google it right now.
I've completely. Do you know? There's no. There's
Someone
Krauss,
critical, okay?
Lawrence Krauss?
Lawrence Krauss says it's come from nothing?
Yeah.
Yes?
Sorry, Lawrence Krauss.
Okay, so what is nothing to you?
Well, nothing is a singularity. They're still trying to.
No, singularity is something. No, singularity is not nothing.
No, I'm sorry.
What is nothing? What is nothing? Honestly, what is nothing to
We've
you?
talked long about why we believe in our side, but and you've come back with us with reasonable questions, which I think is courageous.
I gave you an example about cause and effect.
Sorry. No,
Yes,
but
I
go
did.
back. If you go back now to yours, so you then say, fine, evolution in humans, let's forget about it. What do you pose instead then?
What do you pose? I told you, my belief is very simple.
Is that
I've
Adam
I've
has
not
been
hidden.
placed?
I've not hidden my faith.
No, we're not.
I've told you that I believe in God, and if
Yeah.
God is someone who is basically intelligent being,
Yeah.
who is able to bring this universe into existence,
Right,
okay, and that is what my belief is.
Okay.
I would rather believe that than
Okay.
believe that something came from nothing.
No, that's where
Okay? For me to believe that
Okay,
something
so
came from
rather-
nothing is more ludicrous.
Say someone else who believed in another god but still believes that he zapped it out.
I believe there's only one God.
Okay, he believed in some other god, not yours. So why couldn't it have been his god?
My friend, if I believe there's only one God, there
Yeah.
cannot be another God, can there?
No, I'm just saying.
He
why
can
couldn't
claim
it
whatever
be-
he wants.
No.
He can be claiming whatever he wants.
Yeah.
She can claim
But
whatever she wants.
No,
Okay?
where's the logic that your god is the one who created?
I just
not
told you
something
there's only
else's
one God.
Yeah, well, he will have the same belief.
That's his claim. That's fine.
Just say
Then I
that
will look
yours,
at.
that's your
Then what I
claim,
will do.
without
Look,
any evidence.
I have discussions with
Yeah.
Christians with regards to this because they
believe in a different
claim
set
that
of
God
God
came
with
as a
a
man,
different
was killed by his own creation,
Yeah.
yes, and then was
claim
resurrected at some time.
Yeah.
Okay.
flesh.
To me, I will then look at their their book, and then I will look at the verse which says that God cannot die. Aha, look. God says he cannot die.
Okay.
So when you say God died on the cross, then basically you're refuting your own book.
But you still believe that Noah was about 900 years, same as Adam was about 900
Once you believe
years.
God, all that belief is no
Now, do you know anything
problem.
about Sumerian text?
That's the
Do you know
issue.
anything about
That's
Sumerian
the
text?
issue.
Do you know anything about Sumerian text? Answer me. Have you read about Sumerian text?
Yeah, they are ancient scriptures.
Yeah, now.
What about that?
Okay, they've got
Sorry,
the story of
ancient script.
5,000 before the Christians or whatever came up.
What about that?
Okay, they've got the story of Adam and Eve. Okay, the Anunnaki. I think you're aware of that. Yeah. Yeah. Now, all these things have been plagiarized in the Old Testament anyway. Because if you look at the Anunnaki and everything, their gods lasted up to 900 odd years, just like Noah did. Just like Gilgamesh, which is actually the.
Why are you saying it's been plagiarized?
From the Sumerian text.
So you're saying an ancient story cannot come into the New Testament and then the Quran?
Old Testament.
Old Testament, New Testament, and the Quran. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Why would that? If let's say, for example,
before Moses actually
My friend,
supposedly turned
let
up.
me finish here.
Okay.
What we believe as Muslims is that God created Adam. Adam was our first prophet.
Yeah.
Okay. And gradually, several other prophets came after him. Yes, Noah and Abraham and Moses and David and so on.
Yeah.
Okay. All these prophets. Now we believe that it is the same source which gave them the information, and they basically passed on the information to their various generations. So whether it's found in Sumeria or in
just help me
let
out
me
with the
finish.
time scale. No,
Let me finish and then you can say.
Okay.
So even if it does say in the Hindu scriptures or the Sumerian scriptures or whatever scriptures, and you see certain stories matching up with what is in the Bible or in the Quran, okay, that does not mean it did not happen. It actually, in fact, it proves that it did happen.
So
the stories might have a different version, might have a different a different story to it and so on. But at the end of the day, it does not disprove that it didn't happen.
I'll
in the
give you
past.
that. Now listen to me, right? Moses, he appears in the Sumerian text before actually he turned up.
He appears in the Sumerian text.
Yeah.
What is the name?
Yeah, the story of Moses is in the
What
Sumerian
is the
text.
name mentioned in the Sumerian text? Is it Moses?
Yeah, Moses, because it relates to the same story.
No. Is the name Moses there in the Sumerian
Yeah,
text?
because
Or you're just saying yes?
No, because
even though you
Adam
don't
is
know.
Ada. Okay, they've got slight variation.
So what is the name of Moses?
It's very similar to Moses, just like Adam and Eve. It's the same story, okay? Because they've just sort of changed it very slightly. Now, the thing is, the Egyptian civilization was after Sumerians, okay? And then that's when Moses turned up officially.
So it's a prophecy. What's wrong with that?
Oh, it's a prophecy.
Why not?
Right, okay.
Why not?
You see, let
It
me
does.
tell you, okay.
No, it does.
The problem with religion, you can never, okay? Say, for example, you're crossing a road.
I'll preach to the converted.
No. Okay, you're crossing a road, okay?
I'm saying why not? If something is a prophecy which we believe in, yes, it is something that has been passed on from generations, and we have the same principles still. Now you're trying to say, oh, it existed before Moses.
Okay,
it
so
cannot
the
be
whole
true.
story of Moses.
I don't deny that you may have belief, and I completely understand why you personally have belief. But I don't see how it can be a useful tool to try and convert other people. To say this is what I believe in. I believe that he came down, and to say that because we don't.
Okay, let me ask you something. You believe in science, okay? Do you believe that science every time is going to be accurate?
I'm sorry. To say I believe in science is a non sequitur.
So what do you want me to say?
No, because science isn't a one school of thought.
So, can science be wrong?
Yeah, it can.
So what you're believing today can all be wrong at one point.
It
Is it
can be
possible? Is it
corrected.
possible?
Everything's
No,
possible.
that's
yeah.
possible. So basically, what you're telling me right now
Yeah.
is all rubbish at one. Maybe in the future.
No.
Why not?
Look,
You just said it can be wrong.
No, because of the methodology we use for science, which is basically getting a basic hypothesis
And getting a prediction.
You test it, and then the more times you test it, the more accurate it becomes. That's why I believe in evolution.
And it makes
because
predictions.
The question is-
because sorry, let me finish. We have tested the hypothesis of evolution, which it started off as a hypothesis with Mr. Charles Darwin in 1862, and yet it has developed to a point where it is very, very strong because it is being able to stand those tests which we have put on it. I believe in evolution, but that doesn't necessarily mean that if a further school of thought came in, would debunk it, or those. I am completely open to that. I don't, but
So that's what I'm saying.
you can't just
Yeah, but
put
the
down
problem is you
science.
people are not open to.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Look, what I'm saying is that there's something called certainty. Okay, that what we believe.
Yeah.
For example, I believe that the Quran is infallible.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it will never change. It will basically remain the same, and this is what it is. You believe science is not infallible. It can change. Maybe tomorrow the whole thing can be turned on its head, and you guys can basically put the whatever theories and postulations you have in the bin. Yes, and that can happen. And it has happened with the flat Earth and so on. Yes. By the way, those were scientists at one point in time. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. So there's a difference between what I believe and what you believe. It does not mean that we completely reject all of science. No. In fact, the early Muslims were scientists. Many of them
the difference
invented many
is
things, they
that
discovered many
if
things.
science debunks a few of your things, you're not willing to change.
Really?
Whereas science
So
is.
debunk what? Like for example.
God could use evolution. He may not. I personally think that he used a different method, but a Christian would say God could have used evolution to produce his creation.
So you would have to disregard Adam and Eve if you want to believe that.
Yeah, you would have to disregard Adam and
We
Eve.
would say that Adam was the first person into which God put his spirit.
That means the first man, right? So that cannot be evolution.
No. Well, no. It could
How?
be.
Sorry.
If
you have the first man,
Yeah,
See you later, man.
yeah,
Take
cheers,
care.
mate.
if you have the first man as Adam, who is that before him? If he is the first.
If you, a Christian may believe that there is a point at which,
According to you,
don't-
animals don't have spirits,
I
right?
don't believe this.
Okay.
I don't personally believe this, but I can understand this maybe
There has to be
saying.
a first person who has the spirit of God.
If that's what you believe, then I can completely understand.
That's what I'm saying. You cannot bring evolution in if that is what you're going to believe. Because for anyone to say that animals do not have soul,
Evolution
basically,
doesn't include spirit.
no, it doesn't. But basically, they wouldn't say that it's soulless either. Because what do you mean by soul? At the end of the day, if someone is alive, okay, they have all their body parts intact. Everything is intact. Yet, when they die, I'm talking about a body, a corpse, yes? When the corpse is basically lying, it has all its parts intact, yes? But you call it dead. What is the difference? The only difference that I think is that the soul and the body have separated. And that's the reason it's dead.
The heart stops, right?
The
brain stops.
The heart stops after the soul has been taken away.
But you said, what's the difference between somebody who's alive and somebody
No,
who's
I'm
dead?
saying all the parts of it. Yes, the heart stops. Why? Because science explains to us maybe there's a cardiac arrest and so on. Yes, these are explanations of what happens when the soul leaves. Basically, I mean that's how I see it.
Okay.
But anyway, to
So,
say,
but it's my question. So I don't believe in a soul, which there's a lot of people around here that do. So, but my understanding is, why do you believe in a soul? Why do you think?
Or awareness of God of our maker.
Right. Okay. That's where it's come from. But then, so if there's a search, then we can't find the soul.
so you're looking for empirical evidence. You won't find it. You won't find the soul.
So this is my key issue with this. You've made some really good points today, which is to say to me, well, you haven't got the evidence, If I come back to you to say, okay, you're talking about the soul, where's the empirical evidence? You go, well, I haven't got it.
But look, when you're looking at evidence, you're looking at an empirical evidence for the physical world. Okay? The whole idea of the spiritual world is that you do not see it, you do not measure it, you do not even basically sense it in the sense, yes? But there is something that tells you, like you said, your own morals are derived on your own perception of what is right and wrong. Where did that come from? For example, if I ask scientists, okay, show me the evidence that you love somebody. I don't think there's any machine they can put on your heart and your partner's heart and say you both love each other. So you cannot use empirical evidence for such things. Like for example, for love, for your for many things, for your feelings.
But you could see a natural response between a person and then see what the response their body creates, right? Because you feel serotonin in the brain increases. Your pupils dilate when you see something you're attracted to. These are all things.
But the pupils also dilate when I shine a light on your eyes.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm telling you. These empirical evidences you cannot use for your feelings, your emotions. Emotions cannot be measured by any machines or robots or whatever it is. So if you're looking for
Happiness.
do you mind? I'm having a conversation.
No, sorry.
No, but let me finish one and then we can have a conversation.
The evidence of a Christian would be the resurrection of Jesus Christ overcoming death. And it's very, very difficult to come up with a compelling argument against the resurrection.
Compelling when no one saw it?
That is one of the evidences of the Christian faith. the resurrection of Jesus, and why so many people were prepared to be martyred as a result of what they had seen and heard as they walked beside Jesus. And so the other evidences which the Bible would bring for the validity of